I sit here in Bavaria in the Alps where we spent our family holidays when I was a kid, and we had some really beautiful times here, and I loved this place like it was my second home. Hey my dear friend, and welcome to the Hero Expedition Europe, where I try to do something that brings me out of my comfort zone or out of my shell, or I do something for others, and I try to do that every day. So today I have a very special challenge for me and something that's really dear to my heart, because I was thinking about the challenges I did before. I sang on a public square in Germany, and some of them were to bring me out of my shell and to do something that I would normally avoid to do. So breaking open some of my patterns. And then I was thinking that I could do much more meaningful things in the realm of breaking through with my patterns and the belief that hold me back. And that is concerning my family. And I guess that's something that we all have. In every family there are specific patterns, and there are hindering patterns. They often have to do with communication. And we have a very good communication, and we are very close in my family. But still I observed that there are many things when it comes to deeper feelings that I don't express. I can only talk about myself, but I guess it has to come from somewhere. And I realized that even if I really dearly love my mom and dad and my sister and all the others from my family, but there are many things that I was holding back, that I never really expressed. And this is something I would like to change now. So I'm traveling at the moment. The only option I have is writing a letter. And writing a letter is a beautiful thing because you have time. And you can bring in everything you want to bring in. In a conversation, it's easier to slip back to the usual patterns of communication you have with your family members, friends in that case. So a letter is something I can take my time and bring in whatever I want to. So I'm writing this letter to my dad now. My dad, because there are a lot of things I really want to tell him, beautiful things, and I have this book with me written by him, and it's a really beautiful book. I can only tell you, try to get something on your local market. I gave him this book, and it's a book that you can give your parents and they fill it out, and it has ready-made questions in it concerning their past, things they experienced, things they felt. And there are pages where they can glue in some old pictures. And a couple of years ago I gave him this book, and he took the time to beautifully fill it with his memories, with pictures. And now I took it again on this trip, read it, and that brought me in the perfect position to write him now. Because I kind of jumped into his life, and I have some questions concerning the things he wrote down. And of course there's this part what I want to tell him and what I usually avoided to express. So I wrote the whole letter to my dad, and I'm ready to send it now via email. So I can only encourage you to try the same. I know there's still a lot of work to do to break through these patterns, in my case, but it's a start. And I can only tell you that it feels really satisfying, and it feels much better than not to do it. So I will hit the send button now and have some warm thoughts and memories about my dad and my family. So I just finished this beautiful task, and it was quite emotional, and I had some tears writing the letter. And now I would love to hear from you. What is your challenge? Will you write to your family, or are there other heroic things you are doing? Please write it down in the comments below, write us on Facebook or via email or on any other way. I would just love to hear from you. See you in the next challenge.